Everyone,
Right.
welcome. I'm going to kick off here, then I'll be handing it over to Audra in 1 second. We are getting started on time tonight, so that is a good thing. Thanks everyone for joining. As people come in, we'll be recording it and we'll be sending out this recording as well, so everyone can have access to it, can watch it back, all of those great things. So tonight we are going to talk about rIgniter. It has been a labor of love for Audra and Brandon and Roger and many of the leadership team from the field, and so much good feedback. We released it early to some of the leadership team and got feedback and tweaked it and played with it. And this is really all geared around us, again, doing it differently. Us putting technology and cutting edge technology in the hands of all the charter members to help them build and grow their business. It is one more thing that corporate can do that sets us apart from other network marketing organizations and direct sales organizations. The system is AI data based and will continue to evolve. It gives people the ability to go through a learning management system that Audra will call. We're collecting all kinds of data in the background to provide to the entire charter members at a later date to give them more and more power. But most importantly, it allows people to understand who we are, get immersed in how to be successful in the organization. And again, I want to thank everyone that was involved. It really has been a labor of love. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Audra. Thank you, leadership team. Thank you, Roger. I look forward to sitting back and watching Audra go through it.
Hey, so wait a second. We've got a bunch of the unbelievable people that have been a project of this. So I believe, I'm not sure, but Raul, Mr. Man, we've got some representation actually inside of our company as well. So when we talk about the rIgniter, we've got inside of our organization a team as well all over the world. We've got somebody on the team who actually is in India that really has helped us keep that up. There's Raul. Let's see if he's going to turn on his camera. Raul, turn on your camera and say hi. He might be shy. So Raul is going to pop back in a little bit. So I just want to talk a little bit. Oh, here he comes again. I love technology. He's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. So basically what we want to do is I just want to start off this by the fact that Trent and I are super excited. Again, what Trent said, when it's a labor of love, is such a perfect way to say it, Trent. I love that you said it that way. And it truly has been something that we have all gone in to create something that is going to be a duplication system that makes this so much fun. Guys, how many of you out there want to have fun and do business at the same time? If you guys think it's possible to do both, I want you guys to put in the chat and say, I want both. Make sure you put it in there, because that is what we're doing. And we were able to give some international perspective. We received this, we put it into the rIgniter and many of the things we've done. Now, one of the things is Trent and I have this weird thing that we do. We do not rehearse. Just want to let you guys know right now, everything that Trent and I are going to do, we haven't talked. We haven't even gone over the presentation. So we're going to be throwing like all kind of zingers at each other. We want you guys to interact with us, and we are just going to wing this. But one of the things that Trent does not know that he's going to be doing is at the end of this presentation, he is going to be going over kind of like the sprint that we're doing. We are in a 28-day sprint. We're also going to be talking about the marketplace. We've got a grand opening coming on the marketplace as well, that he's going to talk a little bit about the marketplace, all the things that we're doing. So Trent is, he's got his camera on, so he's feeling really, really brave. So watch his expression and let's see, and somebody keep score, how many times we surprise each other.
Well, you can already chalk one up. So for me, but actually, you probably want to put it on Audra's side for a point for Audra.
That one's all me, baby. All right, so let's get this party started. I am going to share my screen. So let's see how tech works and make sure that I'm sharing the right screens and all that good stuff. Not that I've ever not shared the right screen in the past. That would never be something I would do, but All right, let's see. We are share screen and we are looking for this screen here, and we're going to hit share. And then hold on, we're going to hit present and make sure it stays on the same screen because that's the one that got me last time. I hit present and it showed up on a different screen and it did it again. This time it's not going to get me. That's okay, I got this. I'm just going to move over to that screen now. And I am not falling for this. How am I doing, Trent? Did I get my text? Do we have a whole screen?
You have a whole screen now.
Whoop, whoop. All right, so let's get started on this. First of all, we got to keep the chat going. You had met Brandon. He had popped in the beginning, and he is going to be monitoring. He's going to be looking at your chat. He's going to be writing down the most amazing questions that he can see, because at the end, Trent and I are going to have a QA session. We also have, I'm not sure if he has joined us yet, so let's keep an eye out for Roger. Roger Taylor is our CMO, and he has been just killing it. And we're going to be presenting a lot of the stuff that he's been doing inside of the marketing department. And I see that some people have got their hands raised. I'm going to get started, and everyone else, and Trent and Brandon are going to take a look at things on that side. So first of all, for those of you, give me a second. It did not switch. Okay, looks like I do need some tech help because the screen is on the other side. Oh, I got this.
You're good now, what we can see.
Yep, hold on just a second. I just got to do one little thing. I know what to do. And this goes over here, so I'm not looking sideways.
Brett said you get 1 credit for surprising herself, for surprising yourself.
Wow. Okay, top audience. I'm up for the challenge. Let's do this. So as you guys know, for those of you who do not know Trent, he is our fearless leader. And I am sure that he's going to show you exactly why he has that name, that reputation. We've been able to do a tremendous things in the background that a lot of you have not had the opportunity to see yet. And today is going to be an unveiling of many different things. I'm Audra. I am the COO. And one of the things that I believe in very much is I believe that the only way to reboot and stabilize this economy is to embrace, empower, and support the entrepreneur. How many of you guys think you are entrepreneurs? How many would say, I am an entrepreneur and I am proud of it? For all the entrepreneurs in the house, I want you to raise your hand, and I want to see you guys and just take ownership of being an entrepreneur, because that is truly what it takes to succeed. And I believe that you are in the right place at the right time with an amazing team here in corporate that is here to support you. Our number one mission is, how can we create amazing opportunity, have everybody make an amazing amount of money, but doing it without selling. Did you hear what I said? Without selling. So we're going to go over a bunch of really cool things that we've been working on. So let's get started a little bit about who we are. What is our vision? This is really, a lot of people in the traditional world, we used to call it, an elevator pitch. What is it that we can say that's going to get someone's attention? Well, you don't have to rehearse it a lot, because everything that we are going to show you is authentic, it is real, and it is going to flow from you naturally, because we are a revolutionary direct sell platform. And what do? We harness the power. Wow, let's not do a plower. We harness the power of a global referral network. That's all over the world. That's you on this call from all over the world. And what is it that you guys do? Well, it's very simple. You buy, try, and refer quality products that you love to people you care about. And the great thing is, most of the products that we are going to have in the marketplace, which you're going to get a little sneak peek info on tonight, is provided by small to mid-sized businesses. So let's look at that one more time. We're a revolutionary direct sales platform that harnesses the power of a global referral network. What do? We simply buy, try, and refer quality products that we love to people that we care about. Wow, that feels really smooth. So let's talk about what we do at our company that makes us so amazing. Because in order to be a great company, you have to solve specific problems. Every single business out there, if you think about it, doesn't matter what your elevator pitch is, doesn't matter anything except the fact that you saw a problem and you created a product or a service that either solved that problem or helped somebody get through that problem just a little easier today than yesterday without you. And that's what we're doing here in our company. So basically, we have 3 different areas that we focus on. One is you. You are the heartbeat of our entire organization. You're our charter members. The next is our fans. Those are the people who are going to be able to buy and try these amazing products. And who are they going to buy those products from? Well, from our partners. So we've got the direct sales charter members, we've got the consumers, which are the fans, and then we have our partners, which are entrepreneurs that have amazing, amazing products and services. But a lot of times what they just don't have is visibility. So let's talk a little bit about some of the direct sales challenges. So as we look at the industry, well, wow, I guess that was quick. I guess you guys know your own challenges. Let's go back. So basically what we do is we really focus on making something that has never been seen before. But by taking the fundamental foundation of the direct sales industry, this is the most powerful force on the planet, in my opinion. People turn to direct sales companies because a lot of times this is where they either begin their entrepreneurial journey or they say, you know what, I love this, and this becomes their lifelong ambition. What we want to do is help create and fill all the things that, well, I'm going to say that the industry has done to let many direct sales people down. Some of the things that we hear again and again in all of our research is that a lot of direct sales companies, they have the challenge of overpriced, low quality products that they're asking people to go out and represent. The compensation plans are super confusing. They have a high product turnover, which makes it even more confusing. And then on top of it, that ends up in a lack of consumer trust. Because as they are trying to figure out what's going on with their products and they're selling these for these crazy margins, and then the product keeps turning over while they're trying to find new products, and then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, people like you who have the heart and soul and desire to help people with great products and services, well, unfortunately, because it's a lotion, a potion, a powder, a pill, whatever it is, you're trying to take a square peg and stick it in a round hole. Well, a lot of times that ends up where you're alienating your circle of influence. And a lot of those people, they just basically are part of this industry that has this negative reputation. Well, you know what? We are going to change that because there is no lotion and potion and pill that you're ever going to have to sell. And on top of it, we're going to make this so amazing that for those of you who don't even like to sell, you will not have to. You're going to do what you do best, and we are going to do the rest. So let's talk about the next portion of what we are working on, and that is the consumer. The consumer today is really having a hard time because the world has changed. The ads, the confusion, the white noise of the things that they are looking for to possibly buy is so confusing, but even more than that, it's non-personalized. There's only so many hours in the day, and if we can take every single moment in both our lives as charter members, as well as a fan's life, and show them exactly what they need to make their day better today than it was yesterday, and only show them things they're interested in, wow, an amazing world that that's going to be. And through the technology that the team has been incubating, that is exactly what we're able to do. Now, here is something extremely exciting. For me, I come from an entrepreneurial background. I speak all over the world about the power of entrepreneurship. And I love the fact that each and every one of you here on this call today can be a hero, not only for your own family, not only for your community, but you can help empower the dreams of a small to mid-sized business by helping them solve these 5 challenges, which number 1 is lack of quality leads. Many of them are the best kept secret around, and it's really hard to make a living and impact the masses when people just don't know about you. They just don't have the visibility. And then on top of it, they don't have the marketing knowledge to really get out there and make sure that they're in front of the right people. There's just not enough time in the day for them to be the amazing entrepreneurs that they are and be able to represent their product and service. And then to go out and try to learn marketing and operations and systemization, there's just not enough time. And many of them suffer from the fact that they just don't have enough budget. So this has created a very unique world. Direct salespeople, consumers, and business owners, they're all struggling due to the lack of faith and trust and the misalignment of values in general. The gap in society is widening due to this over-isolation and the current social issues out there. And I'm sure many of you, the great thing about what we're going to show you tonight is that each of you have the most unique seat in the house. You guys have the heartbeat of your community, your nation, your city. And when you have the proper tool to impact all the people around you and make their lives better, it will be amazing how that gap, that isolation is just going to start to fade away. So let's talk about basically some of the ways that we're solving the direct sales industry, or I'm sorry, direct sales challenges. Number 1, let's talk about unique products and services. The way that we get these unique products and services is through the wording of the marketplace. There is a word that many of you might have just kind of just glazed right over, and it is the participation marketplace. Participation marketplace is the key to this. And I'm not sure how many of you have been checking out your emails, but you are starting to see a lot of different kinds of emails going out. Many of you should have received a survey. There is a survey that was sent out in the last couple of days. And in that survey, you're going to be able to say, hey, here's the core, here's the area of my life that means the most to me, and also what I feel means the most to the community. Once that happens, we're going to go out and we're going to find those products. You're going to be able to now present those products to people in your community. This is going to immediately improve consumer trust because you as the charter member are only going to refer to them the products that first you most likely have tried, you fell in love with them, and you're going to refer them to them, and they're immediately going to feel like, wow, if you had that much impact in your life with this, I want the same thing. Teach me how I can make my life better. And that is pretty awesome. And then let's combine that with a straightforward compensation plan. We have been working on things. Currently, you have a compensation plan that is amazing. And we are always looking for ways to add additional horsepower to it. So one of the things that we are doing at our company is always making sure that what you have today is the fundamental foundation of how you're building your business and how you're getting paid. And the reality is that by you sharing an opportunity that other people can make money by doing good for others and get compensated, that is a very, very powerful, I guess you could say, like driving force behind getting paid. I personally believe my feeling in my heart is the best kind of money in the world that I could possibly earn is the money that comes organically from helping others. And by doing that, it is going to automatically decrease our turnover. We are going to be able to create a marketplace. We already have a vision and a mission that resonates with people. And then on top of it, the rIgniter is going to help us really reduce turnover, because it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of time to identify the people that you personally want to partner or be a partner in your business. And you want to share that opportunity with people you want to hang out with, your own tribe. Now, again, one of the things that we're going to talk about is the technology that's been being developed, because that technology is very much looking at what people are doing, their habits, how they're clicking. It's mixed with artificial intelligence and giving a very, very personalized experience. And again, the rIgniter that you're going to see tonight is really going to eliminate any startup challenges. And it's a 7-day immersion program. But here's the great thing. They can go as fast as they want. So the quicker they get through it, that on the other side, you as their leader, as the person who knows the most about this opportunity, will be waiting for them. And when they get to you, you know everything that they know and what they just saw within the rIgniter program. So the first thing I want you guys to do is grab a pen and paper, because if you want to make your business just explode, the first thing that you need to do is you're going to need to go through the rIgniter. Because of how you're coming into this, you can move very, very quickly through it, but you want to be able to talk from the heart. You know, if you did it, you're going to speak different about it than saying, hey, go and do this. And if you say it that way, they're going to feel it. But if you say, oh my gosh, there was this one section in there that I fell in love with. It was in the 3rd section, day 3, lesson 2. Guys, that's powerful. So let's go ahead and move to now how we are solving the consumer or the fan dilemmas. Again, we talked about trust. Well, how many of you guys have gone maybe past a restaurant in your neighborhood? It's brand new, it opened on the corner, you saw it and you thought, wow, I want to go try that. But life gets in the way. You're going to the grocery store, you're hurrying back home, whatever it is, and you just don't have time to go and pick up that food to share with people in your home until you get that phone call from your neighbor. And your neighbor says, oh my gosh, have you tried that new restaurant on the corner? Well, guess where you're going to eat that night? Trust referred, people who refer things. And that establishes trust. And then we're going to back it by our brand. And our brand is extremely important because we are going to be sourcing quality products and services. And the process that the product procurement team is using to really focus on this is phenomenal. So we are very, very picky about what we put in our marketplace. And we want things in our marketplace that you're not going to necessarily be able to find everywhere. So not only is it going to be a marketplace filled with thousands of products, they are also going to be very unique products. And each and every person or each and every product is backed by small to mid-sized business. And that to me is, like I said, super exciting. So how does a participation marketplace work? I want to go over this really quick. And that is basically the charter member is basically the heartbeat of this entire community. Through their feedback, they give us suggestions such as that survey. The survey helps us be able to get the right kinds of products and services. So basically, you are going to suggest products and services that you want to buy, try, and refer to your community and to your fans. Then we're going to take that information and we're going to put it into technology. So we don't want to just be running all over the place. We want to say, okay, this is what you guys are telling us collectively. We hear you. Now we go in and we do all of our research and we say, okay, these are the areas that the world is saying also. We map those two things and then we start to apply our proprietary algorithms. And we start really researching what is going to be the best out there. Now, It's not only about how we find those products, but it's also how we're going to maintain those products. So basically, we have got all kinds of technology built to see where people are clicking, what section, how long are they staying there, what are the things that are top sellers, how are those vendors being rated, because every single purchase that's going to be done, we're going to follow it up with a rating, a testimonial. And if anything happens in our marketplace, if there's 3 complaints, they automatically are going to get removed. Guys, we are very strict about the quality of what we're doing.
Audra, you just cut out.
Audra.
It's all right. I'll pick up.
Environment that we want to create. And 3.
You're back. Keep talking, but you've cut out for a second.
Okay, through data and technology is exactly how we're going to do that. And then from that, now we're going to deploy the procurement team. Now they know exactly what to do, and every moment of their time is to look for the business or look for the businesses that have what we need as a community. Then once we put that into the marketplace, now it's going to go back to you, and you're going to be able to buy and try these products and refer them. And then at the end, you're going to be able to earn money by giving people what they want based on where they are in their life. So again, check your emails. If you have not seen the survey, I'd like you guys to go ahead and check your email, check your spam. One of the things that Trent and I would like to share with you is that we are implementing a lot of new technologies. We are moving from platform to platform. We are perfecting, we are advancing. So we need you guys to be patient with us. And in marketing, in some of the emails you might be receiving, you might be like, oh, I already verified my email. You know what? Do us a favor. Just do it one more time for us, because it's really important for us to stay compliant with all the different things that we need to as we're switching all these different technologies and implementing them. So be sure that you look for that survey and you click and you participate and you answer the questions in it. Now, those questions are going to be in regards to our cores. So by now, I'm hoping that many of you have seen our vision and our mission statement, and you're starting to really understand the power of the cores. So inside of our business model, we're going to focus on these 4 areas. Is Roger around? Have you seen Roger, Trent?
Roger is the other Trent because his link was not working, so I sent him mine. So he came in as another Trent. So
I am here.
Okay, so you know what? We all want to be like Trent. Brandon, can you change my name to Trent? So, so what I want to do is, again, I don't know if he can turn on his camera or not. Maybe he's shy over there.
It's saying that I can't, but I'm here.
Brandon.
Okay. All right, so Brandon, if you can grant permission, what I want to do is now Trent, Roger, and I, we are all going to just be doing this presentation together. So again, Roger has no idea when he's going to speak or when not. I'd like Roger to, when he was coming up and really working with what is going to resonate from a marketing standpoint, and something that is not just going to be words, but it's going to be something that's going to make an impact. I love the way he talks about how everyone in the company came up with these 4 cores. So Roger, can you tell us a little bit about, like, what do these cores mean to you and how did they, oh, hi, Roger Trent, how are you?
Doing really well.
Good. So go ahead and share with us a little bit your perspective on this slide.
So this slide's very personal to me. About 10 years ago, I ran into a good friend of mine, and I was doing really well in one of these cores, but I was not doing very well in another core, in the rest of them. And I just felt really out of balance. Didn't know anything about quadrants of my life or anything like that. And as I talked to this gentleman, he's become a mentor of mine. He said, you know, you need to take a bite out of each one of these cores every single day. He said, think about your health alone. What if you just did, say, 10 push-ups a day for the rest of the year. How many push-ups would that be? Let's say in personal development, you started reading just 5 pages a day in a really good book. How many books would you get through? And I started thinking, wow, you just get, it's that whole eat an elephant one bite at a time. And it changed my life forever. I started strengthening my health, literally lost 40 pounds. My wealth increased. I started being more comfortable, like my life skills, my professional skills. I started valuing and taking advantage of my leisure better. My business life improved. And as we came into rNetwork and Trent asked me about, you know, our identity and what we should be doing and everything, this came from deep within me, got a lot of passion for it. And as I've talked to people, literally friends, family, people that I've run into, a lot of people on this call have probably heard a little bit about a sailboat trip I took a few months ago, test driving a sailboat, and there was literally five CEOs and 1 executive vice president on that boat. And as I talked to them and shared this with them, just blew them away. They wanted to be involved, and they're CEOs of other companies. And so really passionate about this. And I know for a fact, I love the fact that the marketplace is going to support each and every one of these cores. So if I choose, yes, I want to work on my health, or I want to work on my personal development, now I've got a marketplace that I can go to that has quality vetted products from small to mid-sized companies that actually can really, really support what I'm working on. It's revolutionary. I love it. A lot of passion here.
I love it. I love the way you talk about that, Roger. Thank you so much. So
yeah, and guys, I want to share something real quick. Actually, Roger actually shared this with me very early on when we were talking about these cores, and it's also from a book. And he challenged with me with following this kind of prescription of being balanced in my life. And Roger, pretty good heart to heart at one point, and I said, Roger, thank you. My life has drastically improved, because every day now I try to touch each one of those cores, even if it is small things, like Roger said, tiny small things. But as long as I feel like I am touching each one of those fundamental core areas, I feel the difference in my life, and I feel it like I am in balance. So I think that we all lean on people around us, those people that are mentors, people that are colleagues, people that are teammates, and I'm no different. And Roger shared this with me, and I will say that it has impacted my life. So I'm pretty enthusiastic, and I believe that this has become part of the core of my life as well, is to ensure that I'm touching those major areas.
So I hope I say this name right. Please, I ask for your forgiveness if I say this wrong. I think her name, or the name that I see on the screen, is Manjula. Manjula just said something very interesting in the chat, and I am so glad that she said that. She said, so it's really difficult to make people understand this highly advanced technology in rNetwork and its online platform. I am so glad you said that, because this slide right here is going to show you that you don't have to talk about the technology. You don't have to talk about a product. You don't have to learn the benefits and the side effects or whatever it is out there. All you have to do is what's on this slide. And of course, he already knows it's coming. Trent, I'd like him to kind of go over this slide, because one of the things that we are doing is creating something that's so pure and so valued and customized to the person you're talking to, that there is no sales pitch. There is simply a conversation that you're going to start. I'm going to go over just real quick these couple points, and then I'd like Trent to just talk a little bit. So basically, what we're going to show you in this dialogue, that's literally probably, I think somebody should time Trent, but that might be too much pressure, you know, guys and time and all that stuff.
Time away.
Okay, so we should time this and see how fast it happens. But basically, all you're going to do because of the cores is simply start a conversation. You're going to ask that person which of the cores they feel best serves their current life situation. Then look at the cores yourself, because here's the amazing thing about these cores: they change based on where you are in your life. You might wake up one day and what's really important is personal development. The next day, it might be your health. So these are going to change and the conversations will evolve. So, and then what you're going to do is share maybe successes you've had in one of the cores, or maybe you can say, you know what, maybe have that vulnerable moment with them where you say, you know, I don't know about you, but where I am in my life right now, I am extremely challenged right now with my mental health. This isolation is making me crazy. And you start a dialogue. Then you explain to them that there's a marketplace that has amazing products and services, specifically that they should look at that could help them with what they are currently struggling with. And then after that, you say, hey, just to let you know, that's my entire business, is to help people live a better today than they did yesterday. And if you like this, would you like to join me as a partner and also earn money from buying, trying, and referring products you love to people you care about, right? I love the way Trent did this presentation. So Trent, can you do your version of that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that before I jump in, there's a thing you snuck in here, Audra, and I didn't even notice it until I read this slide. You actually have the number of products that we're launching in the MVP coming up on the 16th when the actual marketplace launches. You actually have the number of products that are going to be.
I was supposed to say hundreds of unique, high quality products. I set you up to see if you would trip. You should have said, Audra, there's a spelling error or something. But okay, there we go. There's your first drip, guys. What's coming?
So I might as well just say it now, right? So everyone on this call is aware, and many of the people that have qualified for the Leadership Council, that have met a certain rank in the organization and qualified for the Leadership Council know this. We are officially launching the marketplace on the 16th to everyone involved in our network. And at that time, there will be 100 new unique quality products on the 16th in the marketplace. Those products touch our 4 cores, and we will continue on from there. So pretty exciting stuff. I did this when we talked to the Leadership Council and Leadership Group. I did this moment of, hey, we have arrived. And I think that, look, it's been an incredible journey. And for all those that have been along for the ride, my gratitude, my appreciation, congratulations. We are now, 6 days away from launching the official marketplace with 100 new products in it. So, wanted to save that for a big boom, but I guess Audra leaked it on this slide.
I just missaid it. It's supposed to say hundreds. You know what? Blame it on Roger. Blame it on that other Trent guy. He was supposed to spell check all this stuff.
Also, I want to come back to one of the comments that was made, and it was about the technology understanding in India. So the way the marketplace works, and you'll see it coming up on the 16th, is it looks and feels very much like an e-commerce site, and it follows them down a story path, right, to help them make their decisions and makes that buying experience very easy. And it actually bifurcates the customer experience versus the charter member experience, right? So it makes it very easy. If someone's ever bought anything online, they should be able to navigate their way through. And it actually is much improved based on our unique experience that we want to drive. So I'm looking forward to you guys seeing it. But I just want to give everyone an assurance that it's not a difficult technology. Our job is to take difficult technologies and make them simple for people. And that's what we've done, right? We took a very difficult, lot of things in the background going on, a lot of intelligence, algorithms, artificial intelligence, and we made it very simple for people that are using on the front end. So there you go. So now I'm going to jump into the way I present the organization. I do this a lot. So the way I talk about the organization is exactly how Audra went through. I'm going to pretend like I am talking to somebody right now, so bear with me.
Hey, Trent, thanks
Yep.
for inviting me to coffee.
I don't need you, Roger.
Oh, you know what? You're slowing them down. Okay, wait a
All right.
second. There's a third person on the scoreboard tonight.
One of the cores I'm struggling with is my boss. How can you help me?
So I merely come in and I start a conversation, and I start this way. I say, and it's gonna come off a little odd because I'm not having the conversation with somebody, right? But I start the conversation. I say, hey, look, I'm involved with an organization that really cares about, improving the quality of life of people. And the things we focus on are 4 major cores. We focus on health and wellness. We focus on financial well-being. We focus on business, and we focus on personal development. I'll tell you, throughout my entire life, I've struggled in all of those 4 major areas. Would you agree that everyone at some point struggling with one of those areas? They typically say yes. And I say, right now, what are one of those areas that you feel like you should be working on, or that you're the most interested in right now? It will typically give me one, and I will say, and look, I'll tell you guys my personal experience. So I have stories in every single category, because at given points in my life, I have felt like I was struggling in one of those 4 areas, right? Oftentimes I get health or personal development. Personal development is a very big one. Around, I really just wish I could improve, my relationships, my attitude. I wish I feel sluggish in the morning, all of those things. And when people say sluggish, I immediately talk about health and personal development, right? So then anyway, I go into, let's use the health side, right? People say, I just don't feel good when I wake up. And I go, you know what? I will share a personal experience with them, like, hey, there was about 10 years ago, and this is a true story. I got diagnosed with a neuropathic disease, and I had a real dark point in my life. I was in and out of doctor's offices. They were prescribing prescriptions, and those things were actually making me feel worse. And so what I did is I took a look at my health life, and I came off all the medications, and I started looking at alternative supplements, and also exercising a lot more than I was in the past, because yes, I did come out of the Marines, but I took this period in my life where I stopped working out, and I knew I needed to get back to that. So what I did was I started taking supplements, looking at health research, and also working out again. So I can relate with you. One of the things that the marketplace does for you is all you got to do is go in and take a look and see what parts of that marketplace could impact that core of your life. Do you want to know more, right? And they typically say yes. And then I'll say, the greatest thing is that's my business as well. I dive into the business core, and I talk about the comp plan. I talk about the ability to make money. I talk about all of those things, and then say, hey, do you want to join the network? In your terms, it would, hey, do you want to become a business partner of mine, right? And we can do this together, so you can live the ultimate life. And the greatest thing is you can impact other people's lives by making an income doing it, right? So what I typically do is I take whatever core they have that believes that they're going to impact their life, and I use it as an example. And then I also automatically always bring in the business core. And that's the ability to get people involved. But underneath it, what I'm doing is really, at my heart, I believe in this so strongly that I'm just getting them down the road, because I truly believe that if they engage and they engage the right way, that we can impact their lives greatly. We can impact it in wherever they're lacking from the other 3 core perspective: health and wellness, business development, personal development, or financial well-being. But then the business side is about me also understanding that there is a need for people to generate income and how we make our money and all of those things, right? So I bring those 2 in. I can do it much faster if I don't add pieces in. It typically takes me about a minute and a half to get through it, if not less. So look, I think that I want to wind it back to a few things before we go any further. As Audra went through the vision, there's a few things, and Audra, thank you for doing that. You do such a good job of taking such a complicated, oftentimes vomit fest from me, and making it, and Roger and all the rest of the team, and bringing it down to a cohesive way to communicate it. So thank you for doing it.
What's amazing to me is I'm going to change like my resume because I didn't know I speak gibberish, but I'm really learning.
It's not gibberish. This is like,
it's like, yes, it is, because listening to you guys, these big thinkers that want to change the world, sometimes I listen to you and you have like 10 thoughts that you put out into one sentence. And I'm like, try that again.
So I want to wind it back a few things, right? The way that the way we viewed this in the very beginning, and it's something that I think needs to be fundamental in all businesses, but even more so when we look at the network marketing direct sales space, and that is solve the consumer problem first, right? There is no need if you solve the consumer problem first. Now it's very easy to create a business around it and a business in a box that charter members can participate in. But the reality is solve the consumer problem first. So some of the things that Audra mentioned was, look, the epidemic in the area around the 12xing of products, the commoditization of products, all of those things. Commoditization means, hey, we're selling a juice for 12 times. Someone comes along and starts manufacturing it for 1/16 of the price, sticks it in every convenience store, and then we have a problem, right? So the marketplace is designed to make sure that you're involved in a business that cannot be commoditized, because we're product agnostic, meaning there's multiple products in there, multiple of the same product in there, and you're just sharing a marketplace to allow people to engage, and you get paid on that, right? And then the other one is, we will not 12x products. They're going to be retail prices, and then for anybody who is a charter member, they will get a discount for being a member of the market, being a member of the organization, right? So those are the two things you're going to see, right? We lifted a little bit of another little seed there from a marketplace perspective that it's going to be coming out on the 16th. But that's the real underneath it. Solve the consumer problem first. Do it in the right way. And then the next one is, as you can see, everything we've been talking about is really impact people's lives. There's no greater satisfaction as a business than when you're really impacting people's lives. There's no greater satisfaction as an entrepreneur than when you are impacting people's lives. And on top of that, at that core, it makes the company have a mission, have a cause, have something we're pushing for. And then I'm gonna end there, and we'll drive forward, and then I'm gonna come back to some of the questions. So I'm trying to move pretty quickly here. Go ahead, Audra.
Love it. Fantastic. So again, health, wealth, personal development, and business. To me, this is so amazing because, again, we're not ever going to sell a product. What we're going to sell is, again, the opportunity to really help them. And in return, we're going to be able to make money while we do it. So let's talk a little bit about a section that you guys might not have heard very much about, and that's our partner participation marketplace, and how we are actually working with the partners. So I'm not going to go into a lot of details on this because we have so much to share right now. But basically, the way that we're able to help these small to mid-sized businesses is we currently have an entire worldwide network who is looking to buy, try, and share products that they love. So this is going to equal the quality leads that businesses need in order to get their products in front of the right person at the right time. Now, that's going to solve very much the fact that their visibility has always been a challenge to them, because we have dashboards, banners, emails, newsletters, analytics, and we're tracking every single thing that's happening in marketing. Then what we're telling them is, listen, you as an entrepreneur, you are the most powerful force on the planet, but you're not doing anybody any good behind your computer learning marketing. Marketing is something that can be sourced out by professionals, and that is their job. You need to go do what we're doing on this phone call right here, right now, together as a group. You need to talk to people, share with them the experience that you have and the passion you as entrepreneurs have for this business, right? The same thing is for them. So they're going to be able to no longer worry about marketing and all of those things. They know that this entire organization and you as charter members have their back. And if they have a great product or service, you're going to be super excited to make sure that the whole world knows about it. And this is really going to free up a lot of their time because we are going to automate and systemize every single thing that they need for sales. Just like what you're going to see in a minute is how we're going to systemize and automate your entire business building process, where we can actually give them the fundamentals that they need in order to build. And then once they have those fundamentals, those pillars that you can actually build all the details to, that's going to make your business explode. And it's also going to take you less time to build your organization because we're going to give you this system. Now, when we talk about lack of budget, I always laugh about this. It's not so much a lack of budget that people have for marketing, because if there is conversions, then guess what? There is always money for marketing. And that's going to be what we do. And what we're doing at rNetwork is we're taking the difference between wholesale and retail, and we're solving inside of that margin most businesses' biggest challenge. And that is, how do I hire a salesperson? How do I pay a salesperson? How do I make sure that I pay them on time? How do I know when I should? They have a million questions. With what we're going to be able to deliver to them, you become their hero, because now they don't have to worry about that. This is going to change people's lives everywhere. And then we're going to really scale their businesses. There are some of the opportunities where they can join our organization and sell their products after they get through our system. And they can do these booster programs. But we're not going to let somebody go and do this big booster program that might actually put a stress on their business. So when they choose to be a partner with us, we truly are a partner with them. We're going to help them scale and make sure their fulfillment is possible, their systems, their service. And then they're going to have more and more opportunities to get in front of more and more people. That is super powerful. So you get to be a hero to these companies. So be on the lookout for people who have a great product or service, because we want you to look at those. And if they're unique and they make sense and fit into our cores, you want to introduce them to the company. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Here's what's going to evolve. And we've already been seeing people start to, the light has come on in their mind. And they're thinking, wait a second, I'm going to help all these small to mid-sized businesses. I'm going to be building my organization. And as they are actually able to sell more products, they can become your partners inside of your organization too. Why not have them actually not only profit and be selling in our marketplace, but why not share the opportunity where they can also earn on the business opportunity and get a little piece of everything being done? Guys, it's an amazing additional way that you're going to be able to help somebody, and then at the end, bring them into the opportunity of having this business, and now they get to earn money in more than one way. That's huge. So the thing that makes us really special is, as you know, is our community. 40 countries, 4 cores, a proven system for launching. And this right here is where the rIgniter comes in. Dun, dun, dun. So that was cheesy as heck. Don't worry about that.
Hey, well done. I appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate that you appreciate it. So let's just hope that other Trent guy, he's a tougher boss than you are, I guess, tonight. So let's talk a little bit about the power of duplication and systemization. As you guys know, McDonald's, name brand all over the world. What you guys might not realize is that when a person decides to open up a McDonald's franchise, they're not buying a recipe for a hamburger and some fries. What they are actually investing in is the system, the duplication, the fact that every single McDonald's can open up with the exact same processes and service and menu, and all of the employees are actually trained the exact same way. The rIgniter program is what is going to build your business like what they do for their franchise. We're going to give you this system, and it is going to help duplicate you, and it is also going to do it with less time. You're not going to have to spend as much time with people teaching them everything about the cores and the business and the benefits and commissions and all of that stuff, because we have done all of that for you. Inside of the rIgniter, here are some of the benefits. So, Roger, would you like to talk about some of the benefits for the rIgniter? You have been such a driving force in really making this happen. So you want to talk a little bit about this?
Sure.
All right.
And I'm going to talk about it from a personal point of view here. As I'm standing here, if I'm a charter member, I'm looking at what are the benefits to me. I want to succeed. I want the ultimate life for myself. One of those cores of the ultimate life is passive income coming into my life, right? And in order to have that passive income, I've got to have a team that is building and that is duplicating over and over again and growing. This system was built to help that whole process work smoothly. So when a person comes in, what if I told you that those who go through the rIgniter Business Boost have a faster launch time into building their businesses? And once their team starts growing, they have less turnover. Are those interesting to people? Because we've done tests now. Before we launch this to you guys, we've run tests out there. We're seeing faster launch times. We're seeing less turnover in those people who make it all the way through the 7 days. It's not long. It's only a few minutes a day, by the way. And so what I believe is happening is we're giving people more confidence. You know, those of us that are sitting in a situation that we can't pay our bills, that gives us quite a bit of courage. We've burned our boats, right? We'll go talk to anybody on the street. Those of us that are maybe making our bills, it's a little, you know, we don't have quite as much motivation, but we still need to grow that team. And so we need a little bit more confidence, more skills out there. So this rIgniter, it actually gives you confidence. So we've got a faster launch time, less turnover, and more confidence. We're seeing people move faster to Power 3. Imagine that the 3 people that you brought in, now not only are they launching faster, but they're getting to Power 3. And they're teaching their people to get to Power 3. How long will it take? In 10 weeks, if that duplicates out, you're at tens of thousands of people in your organization. So, and the process teaches that you don't have to sell, you just have to share, just like Trent did. Share your story, be a little bit vulnerable. Say where you've struggled in your life in one of the 4 cores. Share that with people. It will resonate with them. You do not have to sell. But once you go through the rIgniter, you realize, hey, I don't have to be a salesman. I don't have to learn sales skills. I just need to share this company and this marketplace with others, this marketplace that supports these 4 cores. So I think it's a lot of fun to go through. And as Audra says, let corporate help you build. Let us support you. You guys know how to do it. You've got your own ways of doing things, but let us get out there and orient your new people. Let us teach them the vision, the mission of the company. Let us help drive passion in them so that you do what you do best. We take a lot of that teaching time away from you so that you can go to what you do best, and that is build your organization, and we handle the rest. So that's what I see as the core of what we're doing here with rIgniter. Is it really helps you expand your business better, faster, and with less turnover.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Roger. So again, the benefits of this is, number one, let's get them right away with all the proper communication. One of the things that's the most frustrating is when you're moving as fast as we are as an organization and we're growing the way that we are, communication can sometimes get lost. So what we're doing with the rIgniter is we're going to be delivering this information. And I'm sorry, I got to scroll up here. Who the heck said that? 2 minutes per day for a week? Why not save a week and do all 14 minutes? I love that. That's awesome. Brent, you're a rock star, man. Thank you so much for that comment. Loved it. So again, this is a self-paced course. They can go as fast as they want and end up on the other side. But what we are going to do is, as it has been many of you have seen in the past, communications sometimes have not been as clear. We heard you. In corporate, we said, we're hearing you, we're listening, we're in 40 countries. So we had to create something powerful that was going to be able to streamline communication. This system is exactly built for that. It's also going to give you badges. So as you bring people into your organization, they're going to earn badges that are going to be badges of honor, saying that they took the time to truly learn their business so that they could serve and help others. On top of that, any new information that we're going to be releasing is going to be put into the rIgniter in the exact same format that people are going to be used to learning new things, answering questions. So here is what it looks like when you log in. Basically, you're going to see that there's 7 days. Inside of there's basically these 7 different days. There's 22 different topics. And then there's little quizzes at the end. So this is going to help people be very interactive in this system. They're going to meet some of the people in corporate. They're going to hear from the leaders. They're going to be able to listen and read. So we've got 2 different ways that they can receive this information. Then they're going to answer questions. So that way it helps them retain the information. Then they're going to come out of the other side fully armed. And they're going to be hungry and excited. And that's when you guys get to kick in. You get to do what you do because we cannot do that in corporate. You are that amazing energy and who they're looking for in the person that they trust. And now you're going to take all that knowledge and you're going to turn it into a lean, mean referring machine. So again, everything that we're doing inside corporate is to systemize and automate and really do something amazing for you. We're here to make things easy. We want you to do what you do best, and we're going to take care of the rest. So basically, we're really going to have you focus on buying, trying, and referring these amazing products to start a conversation, start talking first, listen to them, encourage them to engage, talk about yourself, and then invite them to buy with purpose. I want to really think about that for a second, guys. How many times do we spend money out there on things that really aren't going to make our lives better? They might temporarily give us some satisfaction, but if we can start to help people learn to buy with purpose and impact, to help them live that ultimate life, we are doing a tremendous service. And we're going to go out there and we're going to take care of all the things that you don't have to worry about. We're going to source the products. We're going to fill the marketplace with great products. And we have created the most amazing materials lately. And then we've got the duplication system, which is the rIgniter. And we are going to give you the ability to 100% share. You do not have to sell, and we're going to make it very easy for you to do things with just authenticity. I don't know. I think I'm going to put Roger on the spot here because, first of all, I think Trent and I both want to say, Roger and the team in marketing, great job. Phenomenal.
Yeah, look, Roger, you are getting put on the spot here, but before he goes into this, I want to say that if you have not, you are not opening the newsletter that goes out, please do. If you are not visiting our blogs, please do. I blog at least once a month on there on different things. So does the rest of the team. But beyond that, and Roger, I don't want to steal any of your thunder here, but I'm giving you some time to think, by the way. I want to, this newsletter goes beyond just information about our network. It is about actually an additive to the organization and provides a lot of information about all our 4 cores, not necessarily about the products and the services, and not necessarily about, building your business, all those that's in there. It's just good information about how to improve your life from a health perspective, financial well-being. All of that stuff is in there. So look, I urge you guys to pick up the newsletter, share the newsletter, and as well as join the social media feeds, because there's a lot of great information going out. Roger, kudos to you and your team, but go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't know this was coming, but like Trent, I encourage everybody to get into this newsletter. I think some of the coolest thing about the newsletter is it's not about anything more than making your life better. It's about giving you the ultimate life. The first page here, as you look to the left, you will see those blogs there. Those are some really heartfelt blogs. Those are written by us. They're what's on our mind. They're what we want to share with you. And like Trent, I encourage you to get into those. But as you go through the newsletter here, you'll notice the first section here is health. These articles are written by professionals. They are written by people who have put products in our newsletter. They're experts in the field. They're people that will likely speak to our community in the future. But the newsletter alone will improve your life. It will be a valuable resource to you. And I challenge you, I'm telling you, you send this newsletter to someone, they will want to be part of the community. It's strong, it's powerful,
Absolutely.
It's professional. I think it's going to be one of the biggest tools to you. I want to tell you a quick story. We've got a gentleman that got a hold of the newsletter and asked if he could share it with about 100 people that are very, very close to him, that have been in direct sales for a long time. He asked if we could put a personal letter from him on the newsletter. We did so. And he is using this as his primary tool for building his organization. And it's just powerful. Each section focuses on our core health. The next section, as you go over the page, goes to wealth, and then personal development. And it is a newsletter I think you're going to look forward to every single month, just because of the information and what it'll do for you in your personal life. But I encourage you to share it with others. There is an entire team that is putting their heart and soul into this, and making sure that you've got experts in each of these 4 core areas that are helping you to succeed.
Absolutely. And again, I just need everyone to really hear what he said. This will serve as a tool, because it is going to be very much geared towards the whole entire outside world. Just this newsletter, people are going to be saying, oh my gosh, how do I get there? How do I take advantage of this? What Roger was saying is this article, like for example, in health, the guy who does this has an amazing inside knowledge about water. Now that water and all those benefits, the education is going to be amazing. And they're going to say, oh my gosh, I didn't know that something like this existed. Is there a product? And they're going to be able to click on it. And that product is actually available that will serve them from the knowledge that they just gained and take them to the next level. Then when it comes to the marketing department, again, that newsletter, and then every single thing that we're doing is inside of our cores. How we're branding the information, that when people are telling us the areas of interest, health, wealth, personal development, wherever it is, they are going to be able to basically start getting more and more information on what they're clicking on interest of. Then when it comes to the social media post, they're absolutely amazing. Now, dun, 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 Mr. Trent, we've got some really cool things, and I know that I'm letting the cat out of the bag here. Before you do this, I just want to say something. A lot of people from India are very active in the chat right now. There's a lot of conversation in there. Would love to have you guys talk to us offline. Let's really stay in the moment of what we're doing here. And just to let you know, we are absolutely working on, if I'm not mistaken, Roger, we're working on the Hindi version.
Yes,
Also of,
it should be done by Monday. The rIgniter will be fully in Hindi by Monday.
so guys, we are absolutely super excited, and we are releasing it in Hindi. And one of the things that I want to really focus on is our roadmap and what we're doing, because the entire team is really been pushed hard with the leadership of Trent. So this next little bit, I'm going to just turn it over to Trent, and let's talk about what's happening on the 16th.
Yeah, so as we jump in, I want to reiterate a few things on the participation marketplace. The word participation is intentionally used. If people miss the very beginning, right? It's one, participate in the revenue and the profit being generated by that marketplace, right? So that is the compensation, right? The other side of it is, which is important, is participate in the products and services that are being offered in the marketplace. You heard Audra say that you can refer vendors in, you can refer partners in to go through our vetting process. I encourage you to let those partners know that the vetting process is not easy. Yeah. We are dedicated to saying we are only going to allow high quality and good service providers into the marketplace. That we are saying, if you don't pass our criteria, you're not going in, right? And there's another piece here, and that is small, medium-sized businesses, we work with them for a reason. That is because oftentimes their products are of very high quality, and because they're not mass produced. And secondarily, they're oftentimes products that people have a hard time getting access to, right? They aren't widely sold in every store across the globe. So part of what we want to do is say we're providing high quality products. So again, that product rigor. So refer people in. The marketplace will grow based on two things: our market research, that is, and polling the member base, saying, what do you want? What are the trends in the market, right? To help you grow your business, to make sure we're making smart decisions. And the second one is by referrals you put in to bring people into the marketplace. But again, make sure that those partners know that there is a very rigorous quality assurance program that goes in for everyone's benefit, right? So let's talk about the marketplace. It is launching on the 16th, right? And we're going to go through I think there's a total timeline in here, but
yep, there is.
Not, I can do it verbally. So thanks, Audra. It's in here, right? So a few key elements of the marketplace. And again, guys, I want to big thanks to Audra. All of you guys will know that, or people that have been joining meetings, I've been talking about set the plan, work the plan. All of this stuff is in progress. Making commitments to the five kind of the 5 sprints or 5 focuses of the organization over a period of a year that we cycle in and out. And we were really focusing on this marketplace. And Audra came in and said, was working on it the whole time with us. And I was kind of saying, hey, we need to do more. We need to do more. And Audra said, Trent, it is good. She's been working on it with her entire team. Her team came back and said, it is good. It's better than most things out there. Let's do a 2-tiered launch. Just get it out there, right? Let people start feeling it. Let it work. And then we can iterate on it. Let's do what we're calling an MVP, even though the MVP is incredible, but just call it an MVP and put it out there if it's not exactly what you want, right? Or we want, or we don't think it's absolutely perfect. Let's get it out there because it's still incredible, right? So it's launching on the 16th. Some of the things you will see in there is member pricing will be less than non-member pricing. So what that means is if you are a charter member, your cost on products will be less than when a customer or fan is buying that product. Fans can now buy directly from the marketplace for the same retail price they would be buying from other businesses, or they can become a charter member and get that discount, right? So the key word in here is retail prices. Again, I said this before, we are not going to be an organization that 12X's products. We are going to put them in at retail prices, and then charter members will get a discount below retail prices because that's the way we believe this business should be done. It should be an all for one, one for all. We share in the revenue and profits. but we don't need to mark products up. There's a different business model that I won't get into that underpins the entire rNetwork business model that doesn't require us to mark products up.
I'm sorry. One of the things I want to point out here, this is super important for you guys on this call. Please listen carefully. There is a button on the marketplace, and this is super important. It says share in the revenue. For those of you who are right now in our organization, that you guys are in there building, you are at full momentum right now, making things happen. You are going to have the chance to become one of the identified leaders who are actively engaged, actively doing things. And if somebody happens to come to our website outside of our organization, we're going to give them the opportunity to see the opportunity, fall in love with it. And then we're going to be looking for the closest, most active leader who is building their business. And we are going to help you build your organization by placing these people inside of your organization. So hear me loud and clear. This is for people who are currently involved. They are moving. They are really getting our attention, that when we launch this on the 16th, we are looking for homes for these people that we can go in and make sure that they have a leader, somebody who they know is going to take care of them, that's going to help them. And we're going to be doing it based on activity and where that person comes in from, looking at, again, using our technology, who is closest in that area that understands that community, who can help them build. Sorry, Trent, I just wanted to really get that in there because this is a call to action. And people have got to be moving now so we can help them build their business.
Absolutely. And I think that I want to add a little color around that. Obviously, the organization will be doing things, as Roger showed, from a social media perspective. We'll be doing things from a marketing perspective. Again, because it is an all for one for all, we will be taking those for the leaders in the organization. People, a journey may be that someone comes in as a fan and buys, and then they say, hey, I want to become a charter member. They click, because we're always going to be showing them the golden door, which is, hey, you could have got a discount if you were a charter member. They also get free. Some of these products will be free with their charter member package, depending on which member package they choose, right? There's all these benefits that you're going to see, and I don't want to let everything out of the bag right now, but coming out on the 16th, there's all kinds of benefits you see, right? So when they become, we will be looking for a leader to go ahead and to funnel those people into their teams. There's a couple other, again, I don't want to let all the cat out of his bag. There was a question that just came across from Brett, unique selling proposition and things of that nature. So part of this is, again, and I could cite many organizations out there, from Thrive to Fit Fab Fun, to all of these things. Our unique selling proposition, one of them, and there are more that I'm not going to let all out of the bag right now, but one of them is about that quality assurance. It is about that they don't have to worry about information overload. One of the things that's going on across the globe right now is we are inundated with so much information, but the new generation is, I only want 8 words. I don't want to dig deep, right? So when you inundate people with information and they don't know what is good, what is bad, where should I be engaging for my actual health and my financial well-being, we become that organization, and you become that trusted member that says, go to this platform and you can rest assured that the products are of quality, that you're going to be showed a path to the products that are actually going to impact your life. And it makes that buying process very easy. And that piece that is almost intangible, which is, I don't have to worry, I can rely on the organization, which is pretty unique from a consumer perspective. When we when we talk about other benefits, obviously for charter members, it's that discount. I saw some questions about reward bucks in here. Stay tuned. Obviously, more information on that. And I wanted to make sure I address that as well. Audra, where we are right now on the slide, go ahead. There we go. That's what I wanted, the timeline. All right, so some of this is in the past because we've been running up to this very quickly. And it's been based on a lot of work from a total organization perspective. On December 3rd, we did an overview to the leadership about what was coming. We talked to them about the marketplace. We talked to them about rIgniter so that they would be prepared to talk about it with their teams. On December 10th, that's today, and this map has been out there for a while. rIgniter would be released to the entire field. Obviously, many of the leaders have already seen it. But rIgniter would be released to the entire field. On December 14th, we are launching the MVP marketplace to the leadership council so they can have a first look at it and begin to work with their teams and educate them. On December 16th, that MVP is going out to the entire organization, as well as will overhaul the rNetwork website to make sure that it is in line, that there is a purchasing pattern for everyone. The way that you as an existing charter member will get access, and Audrey, you can step in here if we've made steps since the last update you gave me a couple days ago, is you will log into your back office and you will see a button that says marketplace. When you click on it, it will automatically log you into the marketplace. The other one that's really exciting is, as an organization, we talk about ourselves from a community perspective. We talk about ourselves as an information company, and that's the newsletter is all about getting information. On December 21st, we're going to be launching the first community event, which is the world's largest virtual run. We are working in partnership with True Connect or TV.fit to sponsor and mobilize our community for philanthropic activities. So it is the world's largest virtual run. A large portion of that goes to a charity. You get to choose the team captain you want to be within that run, and that each team captain, all of them are very well-known people. I will not list their names right now, but when you go in to select your team, you will know every single one of them. There's baseball stars, Bollywood actress stars in there, and they've all selected a charity that their team is working for, right? And so you will go in, you'll participate, and then a portion of that will go towards that charity. rNetwork is a major sponsor for this event, along with very big names that you will also see. So I urge the community to get involved in that event, share it, talk to people about it. It's for a good cause. And again, it is at the core of what we do it's not just about us. It is about the collective and everyone that is involved. It is about the community. And we want to make sure that people feel part of that community, even during the times of COVID and the pandemic. There was things popping up in the chat about the difficulty that the pandemic is causing. I urge you to go to my blog and read it. It's it talks about operating a business in the business, working in a business environment during the pandemic. So please go take a look at it. But this is another piece for us to get out as a community. Questions?
Okay, so we've got a ton of questions, and I know we've gone over, but there's so much, guys. So let's think about what just happened. I mean, let's really stay in the moment of what just happened. We talked about a duplication, something that's going to help you build your business very quick. Get people to start making money right away in your organization. We talked about the marketplace, which is right around the corner, that's going to be filled with products and services to help advance people's lives, to help them live the ultimate life. And then on top of that, we have an international exposure, and that is all coming together now through technology. And a lot of the questions, we don't have a lot of time, so I am going to just kind of scroll through these, I'm thinking. Trent, and kind of just start on the top, and I'm going to do as many as that we can.
Yeah,
So,
actually along the time was taking notes, and that's what I was doing, was I was reading the chat while I was talking and trying to address the questions while I was talking. So
and there's a Q&A section to this meeting that people have actually put in questions into the Q&A section.
Yep.
Now let's click on that. And I'm going to try to answer. What?
First one at the top, can we enroll small and local businesses? I hope we've answered that. The answer is absolutely.
So I want to really, really pay attention to that one, because that is what we encourage you to do. We want to be the local heroes coming into all kinds of new cities, all kinds of new countries, and we want to bring that exposure to great small and local businesses. That is really the core essence of what we're doing in the marketplace. Let's go to, okay, when you announce the rollout or launch of something amazing for our network, please specify if it's available in India as well. So we are definitely launching this in India and all over the world. So if it is not going to be somewhere for some reason, I would rather go ahead, and if Trent and I can agree, if there's an exclusion to something, because we are really looking at all of the world as our direct people that we're serving, we are launching this all over the world at one time. So if you can imagine the coordination of what we've had to put together, it's amazing. And for the MVP, I want everybody to understand that we are only going to get better. We've got to start, like Trent said, in launch. And one of the things that's going to happen is that as we're putting you as charter members into the marketplace, it's also going to start to identify where you're coming in from. Your catalog will be able to change based on visibility and what is available in your current area. The technology here is millions and millions of dollars worth of technology that we are deploying to make a personalized experience, and it's going to get better and better as we go. As the technology learns who you are and who your community is, it will customize to that journey.
Yeah, so the Rebecca obviously question here. So that question that answer goes just with the same. It was Africa specific questions.
Yeah.
Again, as Audra said, this has been a global coordination, and so I would say that the technology is taking care of a lot of this for us. Meaning, as things go in, as Audra said, it will automatically change the display on what is available to those specific regions based on where they're logging in, right? So and where they're selecting they're from. So if we make comments and if we're excluding things for specific regions, we will make those comments. Right now, everything is a global coordination.
Who is the specific ideal target customer? Really? I think the word to that is, there's one word: everybody. Everybody who is looking to really advance their life in the 4 cores. You can pretty much have a conversation with anyone and they are going to resonate with it if you start that conversation. And that is the beauty and the power of what we're doing here, is there isn't a specific person you need to talk to, because everybody is more like challenged or looking for an improvement in one of those 4 cores. Scroll to the next.
Yeah, and like, let me answer that question with a question, right? And look, let me say this. If there is anybody right now that believes that they are living the perfect quality of life in all 4 of those cores, I urge you to raise your hand in the chat. So I think that all of us, including, I think, and I can tell you for myself right now, that there's always areas I can improve in one of those 4 cores.
Excellent. Okay, will there be a quicker way to find products and services in the participation marketplace? Holy moly, yeah. We have, this technology is unbelievable. It is cutting edge, basically e-commerce technology. The search is phenomenal. You're going to be able to shop based on how your personal navigation mind works. You can go through the cores. You can go through categories. You can go straight to a search. You're also, again, I know we're not launched until the 16th, but I just get so darn excited. Sorry. And that is that you are going to actually be able to share products from the back marketplace direct to your social media. This is like huge. So again, we are definitely making this the most amazing shopping experience, that you will be able to find those products and services very easily. And there's another question I'm just gonna tack onto this real quick. Yes, we do have a search engine. We have all kinds of stuff that is built into this for marketing and organic listings and being able to quickly find products on the actual marketplace platform.
Well, I'm going to jump in on 2 questions. And actually, Brett, I want to come back to one of your questions around who's the specific target market, right? I think that there's another way to view this, right? And it's something that Troy and Richard both have talked to me about, and that is when you're looking for your first charter member, you're looking for that kind of first engagement, consider people you want to be in business with, right? Because that is exactly who you want to be working with from a charter member perspective. Obviously, there's other benefits to more people from a total marketplace perspective, but consider the people you want to be in business with as you're looking for charter members. And I think that's a great place to start when you begin to build your team.
So really quick, super important, super important. Roger Dodger, Mr. Raj, just want to make sure. So we've got some questions, and they are asking, how do I get into the rIgniter? Can you let them know how they're going to be able to get into there?
Yes. While we've been on this call, everybody in rNetwork, fans and charter members, should be getting an email. If you look in your email right now, you will be able to click on that and get into rIgniter.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. I love having a team behind us. So as we are learning about it, you're actually going to be able to touch it and feel it and experience it. So that's super exciting. Thanks for the whole team, by the way, that has put this together and coordinated this. Thank you to all of you.
Yes.
There's one in here that I think is important to address, and that is around the survey for what are important to charter members. Many of you should have received one already that we've collected feedback on. Continue to look at your emails from rNetwork. We will be periodically sending out surveys and saying, hey, tell us what's important to you. What would you like to see in the marketplace? So continue to look out for those things. And yes, we've already started sending surveys, and they will continue to go out.
Yeah, we look at this as a marketplace that is built by the community. And so take those surveys seriously and help us determine and move the marketplace in the direction that the community wants it to move.
So, I'd like to slow down and hey, Robert, I just want to say thank you. You shared something on the Q&A, and you're not alone. And I know many people have been struggling. They have had a massive reduction in their team. The whole world has isolated so many people out there, and it's hard to impact the masses when you really are feeling depressed or sad or just not having that momentum that you want, especially if you're a high achiever and you're wanting to get out there and make a difference and make an impact. We hear you, and we are building a lot of connectivity and a lot of technologies that will give you access to the world through the platforms that we're building from the comfort of your home. So we are here, and we know the challenges that a lot of people are having, and we are going to help you. One of the things I want to say to all of you is, if you are feeling alone and if you're feeling detached, get connected. We have Facebook groups, internal groups, external groups, newsletters. We have a bunch of calls that we are doing every single week. You're not alone. We are here, and we are your tribe, and we want to be part of your life. So reach out to us, okay?
Linda, yes, there will be a referral link. It's going to be exactly as is. We're going to wrap up in here in 1 second, but I want to make sure there's no confusion out there. when there's actually enhancements coming with the referral link to make it more personalized to you. But yes, when the referral link will work just the same. When you send the referral link, they will be going to sign up. They will be able to shop. They will be able to do all the things just as is today. But the difference being is the look and feel will change to the new marketplace.
Awesome, guys. Well, there's so many questions. We have downloaded all of these questions. So we are going to be getting on it. We're going to be able to get back to you. Don't be shy. Definitely reach out to us. We have an entire sales team that's available to you. And there is a lot of stuff that's going to be happening in a very short period of time. So hold on for the ride. It is going to be a heck of a journey. And again, I really want to challenge you guys, position yourself to be at the top of the activity chain. Because as we launch this on the 16th, we want to work closely with you. And you guys have been with us from the beginning, many of you. And it is now time to make all of our dreams, our visions come true. And we have the technology, the staff, the vision, and the mission to touch the masses. So I just want to say thank you. I am humbled. I am so excited to be part of this organization. And thank you for spending this extra time with us. We know every moment is precious, and we respect you, your time, and your dedication to the organization, and also to the people around you who you want to make a difference in their life.
Thank you all so much for attending tonight. Thank you, Trent. Thank you, Audra. Thank you, Roger. You are the heartbeat of the company. So let's not forget that. We thank you so much for everything that you do. Please, I'm going to leave this meeting open for about 1 more minute to submit any questions that you have. We will answer every single one of them. So make sure you leave as many as you can. So thank you so much. We appreciate everything, and get ready to hold on, because it's going to get a little wild, because we're going to have a fun time with the marketplace here. So thank you again. Appreciate everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye,
And to
everyone.
real quick side of the company, we are the faces tonight. Many of them wish that they could be with you tonight as well. So from us, as well as the entire founder group and all of the people in corporate office, we all want to say thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you.